Are you willing to be happy? A short essay taken from Compulsory Dancing by Darfri John, aka Adidas Samraj. The truth that is God and life is sufficient in and of itself. We are not truly separate from that. We are happy only in ecstatic or self-released communion with that. To release the entire body-mind into communion with the radiant and unknowable divine reality is happiness. It is not that the act of such release produces effects in us that are happiness. Rather, the sacrifice or communion itself is happiness. Are you willing to be happy? By Samuel Bonder. This is the introduction to Compulsory Dancing. Everyone is always seeking to be happy. This book is about being happy, about recognizing the true nature of happiness and being willing to be happy in every moment, now and now and now. Darfri John teaches that the realization of happiness depends upon the emotional conversion of the human heart from narcissism or self-possession to divine communion or love of God. Our ordinary self-centered life is expressed emotionally in cycles of fear, sorrow, anger, guilt, doubt, lust, and anxiety about me and my pleasures and my death. We can instead enjoy the disposition of love, trust, and self-yielding service in all relations, self-forgetting sympathy with all beings, intuitive bodily certainty of eternal life, and radiantly happy faith in God. The way of this great conversion is first to recognize that our own lives and the entire world are arising in each instant within the spirit of being that is God, and then to surrender with profound feeling and with every breath into that living transcendental being. No matter what else Darfri John may speak about, and the range and depth of his considerations are astonishing, he has always principally spoken to this one event, the emotional and spiritual conversion of our hearts. And all his play with devotees during the early years of his teaching work was dedicated to this transition, which requires a profound reversal of the energy of the being from self-possession to ecstatic or self-forgetting love of God. The popular religious message today is full of stories about experiences that make people believe in one or another deity and that magically transform their lives. While true emotional conversion may be associated with an incident or series of incidents in one's experience, it does not depend on any experience. It converts one not to believe in God, but to direct, unmeditated communion with and dependence upon God for one's very life. Emotional conversion involves intuitive awakening by grace through hearing or understanding the divine teaching to the point that you spontaneously see or feel the living, radiant energy of the universe, the vision of God. It simply becomes obvious that no matter what you think or feel or do, God is the condition of this and every moment, and God is presently living you. However, you must literally choose to live on the basis of this enlightened revelation. You always have the option to turn back upon yourself. Thus, you must choose in every moment to live and breathe and speak and act from the point of view of one who is alive in the Spirit of God. In the following talks, You hear Darthy John asking again and again, why do you insist upon living as if God were not present and obvious? Having felt the divine presence of love, why should you ever again contract into fear and self-possession? To choose to live as a converted, enlightened personality is the great leap of faith, the great act of surrender to and dependence upon grace. This gesture must be repeated afresh in every instant with and as the whole body and mind until the reflexes of fear and all other reactive emotions disappear entirely from the being. Make no mistake, it is difficult. But at a certain point, you find you have no real option but to choose God and to will to be happy in every moment. The climax of these considerations, then, will be your own emotional conversion. Are you willing to live with freedom and wisdom in the vision of God? Are you willing to cease believing your neurotic mind and to begin to presume the enlightenment of your heart and whole being? Are you willing to become a saint in your disposition and action, a force of radiant, healing ecstasy in the human world? Are you willing now and now and now to be happy? That introduction was by Samuel Bonder. A note to the reader, in this case the listener. These talks were mostly conducted in small gatherings of devotees with whom Darthy John has worked closely and personally for years. He addresses, however, self-centered emotional, sexual, and mental habits that are universal. This became dramatically evident when we used these discussions as the basis for intensive seminars with other members and friends of the Free Communion Church. The considerations catalyzed great positive changes in the moral, religious, and marital lives of hundreds of people. Thus, we feel that this book will serve in any interested reader the intense self-examination and change of heart that are the core of true religious awakening and practice. Da.